Ever felt like you're playing a different game than everyone else? Like the way your brain works just isn't typical, and you've spent a lifetime trying to understand the rules everyone else seems to know instinctively. For INTJ, that's often a daily reality. People might call you aloof, distant, maybe even a little cold or intimidating. They see the quiet exterior and mistake it for a lack of engagement. But what if those very traits, the ones that sometimes make you feel like an outsider looking in, are actually incredible superpowers you've been carrying around, completely unaware? What if your supposed shortcomings are actually the source of your most profound strengths? Stick around. By the end of this, you won't just see 10 quiet strengths you already own. You'll feel them, understand their mechanics, and maybe, just maybe, finally add them to your mental resume with the confidence they deserve. Deep kindness. First up, deep, almost invisible kindness. You probably don't even register it as kindness yourself. You see a problem, and your mind, always seeking order and resolution, simply moves to solve it. You think you're just being efficient when you spend 3 hours meticulously fixing a friend's broken spreadsheet, untangling a mess they've been stressing over for weeks. Or maybe you quietly pay an overdue bill you noticed on the counter, not for thanks, but because the unresolved issue was like a discordant note in a symphony that you simply had to correct. But let's be real, that's not efficiency. That's generosity in stealth mode, pure and simple. It's a profound, almost invisible kindness, often overlooked by the casual observer because it doesn't come with a fanfare or overt emotional displays. Your kindness is an action, a solution, not a feeling to be broadcasted. Most people miss it, sure, but the ones who truly matter, the ones who get you, they never do. They feel that quiet, unwavering support, even if you just call it problem solving. This subtle generosity is a powerful gift you possess, a practical and deeply impactful form of caring, even if you rarely acknowledge it yourself. Exceptional self-motivation. Next, self-motivation that feels like it's just always on, a default setting in your operating system. You've probably found yourself setting a 3 a.m. alarm to dive into a new coding language like Python. Or maybe you're up late meticulously refining a side project long after everyone else has clocked out. And why? Not for a pat on the back, not for likes on social media, and certainly not because someone told you to. It's because that goal, that burning idea, lives rent-free in your head, demanding to be brought to life with a clarity that drowns out all other noise. This isn't about hustle culture. It's about an internal compass that points unwaveringly toward completion. You don't need external cheerleaders because your inner drive is your loudest fan, your most demanding project manager, and your most dedicated mentor, all rolled into one. This kind of pure, unadulterated independence is incredibly rare in a world that often runs on external validation. It's not just persistence, it's a self-sustaining engine fueled by your own standards of excellence. Take a moment to truly notice it. It's a profound advantage that allows you to pursue mastery on your own terms. Strategic vision with practical execution. Third, and this one's a real game changer. You don't just dream big, you bring a spreadsheet to your dreams. While others might get lost in lofty, beautiful visions, only to drop them when reality bites and the hard work begins, you are already sketching the blueprints, pricing the steel, and scheduling the delivery of the rivets. Your mind operates on 2 levels simultaneously. You see the complex tapestry of the future, thanks to that incredible intuition that maps out possibilities years in advance. But then your practical, logical side immediately starts reverse engineering it, asking, okay, what is the very first step we need to take right now? This isn't just strategic foresight. It's strategic foresight coupled with an uncanny ability for practical, sequential execution. It's a heat code, a secret weapon that you probably play down, thinking everyone thinks this way. Spoiler alert, they don't. Most people are either dreamers or doers. You are both, in one integrated system. It's the difference between a brilliant idea and a brilliant, tangible reality that reshapes the world. Resilience to social pressure. Fourth, you've got social Teflon. Seriously. When critics lob unsolicited opinions or peer pressure tries to box you in, your brain doesn't just react emotionally. Instead, you instinctively pause and run it all through a rigorous logic filter. Does this criticism hold up to scrutiny? Is there verifiable data behind this opinion? Does it align with my long-term objectives? If the answer is no, the comment or pressure doesn't stick. It slides right off, and you just keep walking your path, completely unfazed. This isn't coldness or arrogance. It's a highly evolved defense mechanism that conserves your energy for what truly matters. It's an immunity to herd mentality, a quiet confidence in your own convictions that is a hidden armor most other personalities would literally kill for. It allows you to question authority, challenge the status quo, and innovate without needing a permission slip from society. This trait grants you the rare and powerful freedom to chart your own course, unburdened by the fickle tides of popular opinion. Bottomless curiosity. Fifth, and this one fuels everything else. A truly bottomless curiosity. You're the type to rip into a quantum physics podcast while doing laundry, then fall down a 3-hour rabbit hole researching the history of ancient Roman aqueducts, and call it all casual listening. For you, diving deep into complex topics, dissecting new theories, or mastering an obscure skill isn't a chore. It's just how you spend your Tuesday afternoon. It's a fundamental need. This isn't just a surface-level intellectual interest. It's a relentless hunger for understanding the underlying systems and principles of everything. You don't just want to know what something is. You want to know how it works and why it works that way. This drive is hardly casual. It's a profound, motivating force, and absolutely, unequivocally, a gift that keeps on giving, constantly expanding your mental landscape and building an ever-growing arsenal of knowledge you can synthesize in unique and powerful ways. All right, quick pause. If any of these insights are hitting home, if they're landing like a mirror reflecting something you dimly recognized but never fully articulated, then please take a second to press that like button. It's a small signal that helps the algorithm find and show this video to another secretly kind mastermind, another quietly brilliant strategist who probably thinks they're just average. Let's help them see their own light. Innovative problem solving. Moving on to number 6, innovative problem solving. Now, when people think creative, they often imagine artists with paintbrushes or poets with flowing prose. But your creativity? It looks like flowcharts, intricate systems, and elegant minimalist solutions to overwhelmingly complex problems. Your brainstorms might resemble a highly organized diagram or a page of code, but they consistently birth original products, streamline clunky, inefficient systems, or even lay the groundwork for entire companies. For you, logic isn't a restriction on creativity. It's your canvas, your medium. The rules and constraints of a system aren't limitations. They are the very elements you manipulate to create something new and better. You don't just solve problems by patching holes. You innovate solutions from the ground up that are both brilliant in their insight and incredibly efficient in their application. Own that artistry, because it's a unique form of genius that builds the frameworks of the future. Quiet loyalty. 7th, A loyalty that runs deeper and stronger than most people realize, because it is earned, not freely given. You're not one for grand, effusive declarations of allegiance, are you? You don't promise much with your words, and you certainly don't throw around casual commitments or empty platitudes. Your trust is a fortress, built brick by brick over time. But once you do give your word, once you commit to a person or a cause after your rigorous internal vetting process, that contract is forged in titanium. It's unwavering, steadfast, and incredibly resilient to drama or difficulty. People who are truly close to you, those who have earned a place in your inner circle, sleep better at night knowing you're in the background, quietly keeping the lights on, holding down the fort, and ready to move mountains for them without ever being asked. This isn't just reliability. It's a profound, unspoken dedication that is exceptionally rare and deeply valued by those who understand. It's silent power, intellectual intimacy. Eighth, and this is a big one for forming genuine, lasting connections, the gift of intellectual intimacy. You probably skip the small talk altogether, right? You see it as a waste of bandwidth. Why waste precious time on the weather or weekend plans when you could be diving straight into the ethical implications of AI over coffee or debating the philosophical underpinnings of a new scientific theory? For you, these deep, substantive conversations aren't just interesting. They're how you connect, how you build bonds, how you show respect. This is your love language. And while these exchanges feel perfectly normal, even essential to you for many others, they're like oxygen they rarely get to breathe. You offer a sanctuary for meaningful exchange, a space where ideas can be explored without judgment. This allows you to forge connections that are built on a bedrock of mutual understanding and intellectual respect, not on superficial pleasantries, creating relationships that are incredibly strong and enduring. Perfectionism as a driver for excellence. Ninth, let's reframe your perfectionism. Yes, it can feel like a heavy burden sometimes, a relentless internal critic that is never satisfied and constantly points out the flaws. You might see it as the source of your stress, this constant pressure to get everything just right. But here's the secret. That very drive, that intense, unyielding desire for precision and excellence, is what drags every single one of your outputs from good toward mastery. Your good enough is, for most people, their phenomenal or best-case scenario. This perfectionism is a high-grade fuel that constantly pushes you to refine, optimize, and improve long after others would have quit. You might mislabel it as a flaw, but in reality, it's a powerful internal engine for achieving unparalleled quality and depth in everything you touch. It's not just about being critical, it's about aspiring to and often achieving the absolute best possible outcome. Laser focus. And finally, number 10, laser focus. In a world of fleeting trends, endless notifications, and dwindling attention spans, where motivation often dies a quiet death by Monday afternoon, you're the one still hacking away at the same complex problem 6 months later, completely undeterred. When you lock onto a goal, the rest of the world can simply fade to black. This isn't just persistence. It's an unwavering, almost superhuman determination that endures through setbacks, distractions, and the sheer boredom that derails most people. It's a superpower wearing street clothes, allowing you to not just start, but to finish monumental tasks that would overwhelm others. You enter a state of deep work that is nearly impossible for most to access. This sustained, intense focus is an incredibly rare commodity in the modern age, and it's one of your most potent tools for achieving truly significant, world-changing outcomes. So, there you have it. 10 gifts you likely possess but may have never seen as strengths. The blunt edge you might have tried to hide? It's actually a surgeon's scalpel, capable of incredible precision and life-changing impact. That detachment you sometimes cursed yourself for? It's a powerful shield, protecting your vision and your energy from the noise of the world. And that intense obsession with a project that you perhaps tried to tamp down. That, my friend, is a jet engine, propelling you toward unparalleled achievements with unstoppable force. It's time to claim these 10 incredible gifts. Stop apologizing for the unique architecture of your mind, for the way you see and interact with the world. Your way of being isn't a bug, it's a feature. Instead, embrace it, wield it with intention, and start building the future only you, with your extraordinary set of quiet superpowers, can truly envision. Drop a comment below and tell me which hidden gift resonated most deeply with you, or which one truly surprised you. I'll see you in the next one.